Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, your purchase and pricing email line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel or our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today, we're discussing the 2011 to present Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer II reference 216570, 42 millimeters in stainless steel. This is one of Rolex's most underrated watches in an era when steel Rolex sports watches are hyped to no end. A timepiece based on the original Explorer II that bowed back in 1971, it is the other dual-time watch in the traditional Rolex catalog, but larger than before as it's now 42 millimeters in diameter by 12.3 millimeters thick, meaning it's about as thin as a Daytona. And then from lug to lug, you can see that the watch is, well, two different measurements, 50 millimeters if we're including just the case. If you include the solid end links of the bracelet, then 53.3 millimeters absolute across the wrist. The spacing between the lugs is 21 millimeters. Let's throw it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist real quick and get a look at it. Comfortable, flat, broad. It has an elegant aspect ratio. The timepiece, being large and square-shouldered, has a burly look and a utilitarian aesthetic all in satin finish. At the same time, because it is so broad and flat and low slung, it could be your dress watch. There's a pronounced elegance about this watch that I don't get from the rotating bezel Rolex sports watches. However, being fairly large, I wouldn't recommend this watch for a wrist smaller than 15 centimeters circumference. Let's take a quick look at the hardware. Unlike many other flagship Rolex sports watches, this one features satin-finished center links. The only polishing on the bracelet is outboard, and you can see that the removable links are fixed by screws. You'll also appreciate the fact that the watch has a fully finished clasp internal. Again, it's a flagship piece. It's just a little bit more muted in its external finish. Two locks, one with the clamshell featuring the kerf, so you can dig your nail in to open up the clamshell, and then there is a lift lock system with a beak and a hook. You can see them, and they actually latch shut, so you can't pull this thing open. You really do need to lift the lock release. Appreciate the use of a easy link system, 5 millimeters tool free. It's the equivalent of adding or removing one sizable link, and then there are 3 divots drilled in the clasp, so you can use a strap tool to re-anchor the bracelet internally, giving you the divots, the easy link, and the removable links to size the watch and find the perfect fit. Rolling over to the case, you can see this is the only real polish in the case. It's the flank, and this is the super case profile that you see on the GMTs and the subs. You'll note that it's sheer of side and then squared off of lug profile, but being so large, these squared off lugs actually wind up looking rather tapered, giving it, again, an elegance you don't get ordinarily with the super case. Twin lock crowns screw down 100 meters water resistant and sheer guard profiles for the crown. Note the use of satin finish on the lug hoods, as well as a radial satin finish all the way around the bezel. This is a lapping machine pattern that's designed to pay homage to the original Rolex 1655 Explorer II of the 70s, which featured that lovely radial grain on its bezel. Lacquer inserts for the indices and numerals, and you might be wondering, why isn't this watch immaculate? It clearly has some scratches and scuffs, both on the case and the clasp and bracelet assembly, and that's because when a Rolex watch comes to us under factory warranty, we will not open that watch and lose the warranty. We will preserve the original Rolex guarantees. We will preserve whatever condition the watch is in and sell it with all original metal warranty intact. White gold hands, white gold indices. They are Rolex's proprietary Chromolite blue lume, which we will see. The orange arrow, sometimes called the Steve McQueen tribute dial, a reference to the earliest examples, which did feature orange arrow second time zones. And truth be told, those original watches did not have a second time zone, as the 24-hour hand was merely an AM/PM indicator for the 12-hour hand. The original Rolex Explorer II of 1971 was seen as an instrument for those who would work long hours away from the sun, such as cave explorers. So 1 hour was your 12-hour time, and the other would give you your 24-hour time. Now, of course, since the 16550, we have had true dual time capability, whereby you can actually move that hour hand independently, forward or backward. Now you have 2 time zones, you can drive the date forward or backward as you travel, and of course you could see the second hour hand, the seconds hand, the minute hand. They do not move when you change your current time zone, but when you pull the crown out all the way, hacking or stop seconds is engaged, and now everything moves in sync and the seconds hand freezes. The movement used in this watch, 31 jewel manufactured caliber 3187, a Rolex movement based on the 3186, and this caliber mod was only ever used in this watch, so this is a one-off caliber for this generation of Explorer II. Bidirectional winding, 48-hour power reserve. It beats weight 8 beats per second, And it features a full balance bridge with a free-sprung index, those two features giving it great shock resistance, an overcoil hairspring made by hand with a Breguet overcoil profile and 5-position adjustment, enabling the watch to earn not just a COSC Swiss chronometer certification, but Rolex's superlative chronometer nomenclature means the watch will run -2 + 2 seconds as a full watch, not a bare movement, so it exceeds the COSC standards when it leaves the Rolex factory to reach your wrist, so it's a chronometer plus. Also, important to note, this watch is remarkably anti-magnetic, as the niobium zirconium blue oxidized alloy used for the hairspring, Rolex calls it Parachrom Blue, it is highly anti-magnetic. So although not a Milgauss, the fact is the watch probably is Milgauss anti-magnetic. And again, 100 meters water resistant, so shock resistant, anti-magnetic, and water resistant. It's the full package. Email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing. Rolex Explorer II, all 4 hands are loomed.